Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My group have chosen a topic about social penetration theory. So, before we go deeper about this topic, let's see the introduction. So, social penetration theory was formulated by Irwin Altman and Dalmas Taylor, also known as onion analogy, which implies the self-disclosure and explains the process of tearing layers or concentric circles away. According to Thibault and Kelly, Altman and Taylor have outlined the various stages of intimacy, which is they have 4 stages. The first stages is called orientation stage, when people share only superficial information or the outermost layer, which is about themselves. This stage is known as the small talk or first impression stage. In this initial stage, people are cautious and careful when disclosing information. Okay, next. The second stage of social penetration theory is exploratory affective exchange. There might be an increase in the breadth of topics discussed. However, these topics still generally reveal the public self. For example, if two acquaintances meet at a rally to discuss about Democrats, at this stage, their conversation might be more serious on the involvement in politics, candidates, and etc. Next, the third stage of social penetration theory is affective change, which is the information is more from the intermediate layers. For example, people might be joking or make some sarcastic remark in this stage. This stage reflects further commitment and level of comfort. People might share information in this stage with close friends and romantic partners. And the final stage of social penetration theory is stable exchange, which is characterized by openness, praise, and depth across conversation topics. The most intimate information about the private self is continuously disclosed at this stage. Generally, this stage is about romantic relationships, close family members, and close friends, and people tend to maintain relationship at this stage. Next, let's go to the self-disclosure. Social penetration is specifically accomplished through self-disclosure, the purposeful process of revealing information about oneself, and can increase intimacy through certain point. There is firman Allah in Surah Al-Hujurat verse 13.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. يا أيها الناس إنا خلقناكم من ذكر وأنثى وجعلناكم شعوبا وقبائل لتعارفوا إن أكرمكم عند الله أتقاكم إن الله عليم خبير. Based on of the Surah Hujurat, we can look the wisdom from Allah that have created people from a male and female in society. The wisdom was aimed to seek how intercultural couples, specifically among those who get to know each other through ta'aruf, communicate in marriage. Definition of marriage in Islam is relationship between male and female are very intense. And then, couples spends a long, deep and intense relationship and gets through many events of life together. Marriage in Islam is viewed in many aspects. Marriage or nikah in Arabic term includes psychological, sociological as well as spiritual aspect. And then, we continue in Islamic terms, ta'aruf literally means to get to know. The main purpose of ta'aruf is coherent with its meaning. It is to know and understand who one will marry. Honesty is very important in ta'aruf because unlike conventional dating, where couples tend to pretend many things about him or herself. So in conclusion, relationship is a process of knowing one another. The more information shared, the more oneself disclosed, the deeper level of intimacy reached. Self-disclosure then plays an important role in relationship development. And lastly, ta'aruf is function as orientation, but the orientation stage itself does not stop there.
Besides self-disclosure, social exchange theory also related to the social penetration theory. Social exchange theory is based on an economic framework in which resources, rewards, and costs are transferred. In relationship, rewards are any resource to which person can devote to value. For example, money, support, affection, or comfort. While costs in relationship are experiences that people want to avoid or find undesirable. For instance, effort, sacrifice, gifts, cost for dates, and time and energy invested. This theory claims we settle on the two choices, which is finance or friendship, in similar ways. There is a verse in Quran which is related to the social exchange theory. The meaning of verse is, and hold firmly the rope of Allah altogether and do not become divided. And remember the favor of Allah upon you, when you were enemies and He brought your hearts together, and you become, by His favor, brothers. And you were on the edge of a pit of the fire, and He saved you from it. Thus does Allah make clear to you His verses that you may be guided.
Based on Quran verse from Al-Imran verse 100. It is about an invitation to union and brotherhood among Muslims. We must firmly act in accordance with the way revealed by Allah in the Quran. In this verse, the rope of Allah refers to Allah's covenant. As a result, Muslims become united and organized as if they were a group holding on the same cord firmly. In conclusion, this story explains how one gets from being stranger to casual acquaintance to close, which means intimate relationship. Self-disclosure is the most important part in social penetration theory when people try to start a new relationship. While social exchange theory was developed to understand the social behavior of humans in economic undertakings, it also helped us to understand how our actions can bring us up and down to a certain stage during getting to know one another. That's all from us. Thank you.